Prosecco is the perfect complement to Valentine's Day, but not just any Prosecco. Treat your Valentine to the literally superior Prosecco, Prosecco Superiore. I hope I said that right. DOCG. We've got Christine Doyson, President of Doyson Global Communications, to tell us more. Great to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so for those who maybe didn't know about this type of Prosecco, tell us about it. What exactly is different?
Prosecco comes from close to Venice, so from the Veneto region. There's DOC Prosecco, which grows more on the plains. It's still very good Prosecco, but the best Prosecco, Prosecco DOCG, comes from the mountains, so the foothills of the Dolomites.
Oh, wow.
The real word is Conegliano Valdobbiadene.
Okay, I'll leave that to you. You said it beautifully.
The easier thing is to look on the neck label, and when there's a little G.
Okay, so right here, guys.
For DOCG.
And I remember last time you told me about the DOC, and now I do look for that.
See?
Yep, and so the G just is like a more elevated, because it's from the mountains.
That's right, it's garantita, so the quality is even more guaranteed.
Oh.
That's what it stands for.
Yeah. Okay, cool, so that's what you want to look for on the label.
Yep.
And what is so special other than that of growing near the mountains?
It's very, very steep. So there are these crazily steep mountains as tall as like the Eiffel Tower.
Really?
And the slopes are up to 70%, so everything has to be done by hand.
Oh my gosh.
So there's no mechanization, no machines, and also they are a leader in environmental initiatives for wine regions.
That's cool.
So extremely pure, almost no chemicals are used in the area. And also it's UNESCO World Heritage protected just because it is such a cultural gem within Italy.
I think that's cool. Well, let's try some.
Let's try some. So I brought 3 different kinds to try to go with a whole Valentine's Day feast.
Perfect.
We're going to start with the Brut. So Brut is what you would think of when you have, for example, a champagne.
That's what I typically go for,
yes,
I think.
This is your typical taste, I know.
Do we do the same thing, like spin it, or because I don't want to make too many bubbles, right?
The jury's out. Some people like to spin it, some people don't. It does have bubbles, so yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It smells lovely.
Doesn't it smell good?
We'll take a sip and give me some tasting notes.
Okay.
Oh,
very fresh,
nice and light.
Green apple,
beautiful,
great acidity. So that is actually really nice with salty snacks, which is the bottom of our little pyramid over there.
Okay.
Prosciutto, potato chips, Marcona almonds are delicious.
Oh yes, I do like that.
So now this is the extra dry, which actually in wine nomenclature means it has more natural sugar. So it's not drier. It actually has a little more natural sugar. So
interesting.
It's a little confusing.
I didn't know that. Now, is that across the board or just with this brand?
With sparkling wines across the board.
Sparkling wines across the board. Okay.
Yep. So this one is an extra dry, which is more traditional from the region.
I almost feel like it's more effervescent even.
There's a difference in texture, and instead of apples, you perhaps get peaches. So it's a little fruitier.
Yeah. Okay, that's delicious too. And then we have about a minute left, so I want to get to this third one. Oh wait, what would that pair with?
The creamy cheeses in the middle.
So we did. I love brie. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that would be really good. Now this is the dry, which is the most natural sugar of all. Yeah, these are classic, beautiful wines from the region.
They're all so good. I mean, this is like what I like to drink, so it's perfect, you know? If I had to choose one of the other, though, I think I would choose the first one. That was the Brut, right?
Yep, that's to your taste. I thought you would.
Yeah. So what makes that one different, a Brut versus?
It's less natural sugar, and then we taste it all the way to most natural sugar, so this would be with fruits or caramels or nuts.
So less natural sugar. All right, where can we find your Prosecco?
You know, Total Wine has a great selection here, and so does ABC Fine Wines and Spirits.
Wonderful. So, and give us the name of it again.
Ask for Prosecco, DOCG, from Conegliano Valdobbiadene.
Okay, if you need to hear that again, just go to First Coast News Plus, where we will have this segment, or firstcoastliving.net later today. Thank you so much for joining us again. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Cheers to you. Cheers.